So the question is, why did they give us 222 ad nauseum, but not pull a ritual on 222? But we had to have 222. There was no way I was not choosing May 20th nearly a month in advance. In April, I chose 2 dates. April 22nd, and then after April 22nd, when September ends on the 29th, and we got a ritual on the 22nd. After that day, I'm like, man, we got to get, it's got to mean something when the Pope croaks on 222. They gave you 222 at complete, utter nauseum. What is the only date left where February made me shiver with every paper I flippin' delivered? What is the only date left? Let's look. They gave you this date at nauseum, Donnie Darko and the rest of it. 222 October 26th. If it's not October 26th, what is the only day it can be? October 29th. Let's look at October 29th. October 29th is exactly the day the trumpet blew, right? October 29th, 829. What is 829? 829 is right here on November 2nd. So when is 829 presently? Very simple. 829 is right damn here. Right here on the 27th, your 7-day warning from 222. You have to have 222 unless you're a complete degenerate dipshit, right? And we got a dud on that day, but they gave you this day. That's your 7-day warning. How do we know it's a 7-day warning? Because right here, we go to October. If we go to October, what the hell is that day? Once again, what the hell is that day? October 26th. It's right here, the exact day September ends on November 2nd, right? Look when Tishri ends, exactly on November 2nd. If we go to November 2nd on the Torah, what is that day? 829, the very exact day September ends. Right there, wake me the hell up when September ends. And why do they give you the 26th? Because 6s are 9s, right? But what else did they do on this date? So the day we're looking at, obviously, is the 27th. Once again, if we go to the 27th, pay attention, you go to the 27th, what is that day? It's 229, right? 229. 229 is the exact missing date on the Simpsons chalkboard. So you give you February 28th. It only fits in 2025. And the 29th. Oh, there's only 20 days in February. That's why the 29th is missing on the Simpsons as well. But what else is that day? What the hell else is that day? That day is May means 3. So that day right here, the 27th, is 329. 3-2-9, exactly on May 27th, 329, right? And then Trump says all hell's going to break loose on February 15th. When is February 15th? February 15th is exactly right here on this day, right? February 15th is right here. You take the 14th into the 15th, May 14th, which is Israel's birthday, add 13 days to it, you get right to the 29th. What's it going to be overseas? It's going to be the next day. So between May 27th and May 28th, the night of May 27th into 28th. How do we know that's definitely the day? Because they gave you the 222 and it was a dud. So let's see what happened on 529 on the Torah calendar. I said, dude, watch August 5th. Something's going down August 5th. And we get a big ass market collapse on August 5th. All the headlines on August 5th were Black Monday. Look at that date, 529 on August 5th. 529, right? And what happened on July 30th? On July 30th, Israel bombed Beirut, 5-3. So between 529, which is May 27th into May 28th, that is your 24-hour period, May 27th into May 28th. And what does January? What month is January? January is month 11 and 5. January is 11 and 5, right? So if we go to month 11 and 5, what happened on January 29th? Day had advanced. I'm like, watch January 29th, something with an eagle burning in May Day. Exactly on January 29th, we had that American Eagle crash. What happened on January 27th? January 27th, we had a massive market correction because that AI from China came through. called Deep Seek with a whale logo exactly on January 27th. And look at that timestamp, 421. Every single thing right there is connected to our 222 date. And if you look at the logo, it's obviously a whale. That was January 27th. And then January 29th, you had the eagle burn. Those are the 2 dates I had in January. I'm like, dude, something the 27th or 29th. And I made a video about January 27th and then said, all right, January 29th, something with an eagle burning right there. So if January means 5 and 11, and we're in month 5 right now, what happened on January 26th in 2020? The Kobe Bryant ritual. What happened? So the Kobe Bryant ritual happened exactly on 1/26, right? January is month 5 and month 11, so it happened on the 26th, and Miss America jumped off the 29th floor, reported on the 30th in January. So Miss America jumped, American Eagle burned on the 29th, all the market crashes occur on the 29th or 26th. Black Monday was on 5/29, exactly on August 5th, like I just showed earlier. And the most important date, obviously, our October 26th date, all they're doing is 6s or 9s, and wake me up when September ends right there. And this is why in the last video I said something, they're showing 6/14, Trump's birthday. 6/14 right on the clock. What is the exact Julian? What is the exact Julian of the 27th? The 14th, right there, right? The 14th, 6/14 right there, because 6/1, and then we're in month April. April means 2, just like IR means 2. So that's why they put 4/16 right damn here. And this is why all hell breaks loose on February 15th, the Julian. When does World War III start? It starts on 5/17 per the Netflix, right? 5/17, the Netflix movie. World War III, the comedy show by Cat Williams. 5/17, what's the Julian of the 15th? It's the 30th, May 28th. So between the 27th and 28th is when all hell should break loose. The market is completely juiced. They gave you the 222 ad nauseum. And the most basic, September 23rd, when the gates of hell open. May means 3. There's your 329 right there. 329. If you go right here, there it is. 329. 6s or 9s. 329. Exactly right there, played by God. 329. Everything is that date. So they're giving you September 22nd midday. There's only one September 22nd midday, and that's on May 20th. If it's not May 20th, that's your 7-day warning. Noah knew the exact day of the flood because God gave him a 7-day warning. So he gets into the ark on 222, and the flood arrives on this day, IR 29, 922 backwards. 229 backwards right there, right? And so right here, 229 backwards. So that's when the flood arrives. May 27th, the 27 Club. In April, once again, I had 2 dates, and one of those dates, the Pope died. In February, I said watch February 26th, the goat and the dog. February 26th, once again, 6s or 9s. That's your Lupercalia ritual connected to February 26th, right? February 26th connected to your Lupercalia ritual because IR means 2. So right there, the 13 days after the 14th is right here on the 27th, right damn here. And let's go to our handy dandy September 2024 calendar. What is our September 2024 calendar doing? Well, we know that 6s or 9s, so if they're not going to use Tishri 26, they're going to use Tishri 29, the day I talked about at nauseum that's on Blondie. If it's not the 26th, it's the 29th, which is October 3rd, 10-3, exactly like it shows on Blondie, 10-3, right there, 10-3, right? So that's what it shows on Blondie. So, and it also shows December 29th. What date is on? What does Decem mean? Decem obviously is month 10 and month 4, 429. That's why I had April 29th to begin with. We got Jerusalem on fire and Trump going to Wisconsin at the same place he blew the trumpet on November 2nd. He went there on 429. So exactly this date. So Blondie is precisely, absolutely connected to this date right here. So you don't know if it's going to be the 22nd because that's the date they gave you, the 22nd. That's the only date they gave you was the 222. And that's why you have an emoji on your phone, July 17th. When is July 17th? Obviously, it's July means 5. 5/17, the Julian of 5/17 is exactly what day? It's 5:30. When is 5:30? It's exactly on May 28th. So between May 27th and May 28th, right there, May 27th to May 28th, right in between those 2 days is where we're watching. That is absolutely something massive, because the 22nd is massive, the 222, and look at Terminator Judgment Day. 3 billion lives ended on August 29th at 2:14. You are not a dumbass. What does IR mean? IR means 8 and 2. 8/29. And what is the Julian of the 29th? Right here, May 27th. What is the Julian? Exactly 2:14. Terminator Judgment Day only connects to 8/29 and 2/14. 7-day warning from 2/22, just like we had in April. April 21st, 22nd was a massive biblical ritual with the Pope death, and April 29th was a dud. This time around, the 22nd, May 20th is a dud. That means the 29th, which is May 27th, will be massive. And that's why you got the Trump with the 27 right there, hugging the 27 like a little monkey rat, a fake 27 ritual on his fake assassination day back in July 13th, which was 5/6. So why did they give you 5/6? The Julian of 5/6, right? May 9th, 5/6, May 7th is exactly this day, May 20th. They're pointing you to 2/22. If the 2/22 is a dud, only one day you can pick in May, which is May 20th. If it's not May 20th, you gotta go to the 7-day warning, May 27th. And once again, what are the fucking odds that 8/29 is the exact freaking day of Valentine's Day, 2/14, Lupercalia, which is why I had February 26th in advance, and February 26th produced a massive goat and dog ritual. The beginning of I Pet Goat is a goat and a dog. And look at the timestamp. The timestamp, the I Pet Goat on the official channel, on the Hollyfont channel, is 7/28. 8/27 backwards, the exact day on May 27th. 8/27 IR 27. And you got right here, at the beginning, you got right here, the goat and the dog. The goat and the damn dog. Which is exactly why you got Valentine's Day, the hearts on the I Pet Goat chalkboard. What other day can you see besides October 26th or October 29th, right? 2/22. If it's not 2/22, then you gotta go to October 29th. And before you die, you see the ring. Before you die, you see the ring. When was the Ring of Fire eclipse? It was on the 14th of October. What does Decem mean? Decem means 10, right? Decem means 10. What month are we in? We're in month Oct, 8/14. Before you die, you see the ring, 8/14, the exact day on May 27th. That's why we're looking for the late in the day on May 27th into the 28th. That's the only day you can choose besides 2/22 in the month of May. It connects to Cat Williams' World War III, right? When did that come out? That came out on exactly May 17th, right here, May damn 17th. And when is May 17th? It's 13 days after the 5/17, so they're going to go to 5/28. Once again, the 17th is May 15th. At 13 days, you get right to May 28th. That's how they hide it from the Degenerates. That's why you have the emoji on your phone that says July 17th right there. July 17th, the exact day the flood began, was 2/17. 2/17. Back then, they were using the Julian calendar before the Pope changed it. So when is the flood going to commence? Exactly on the same exact day. It's going to be 2/17 in Israel. It's going to be 2/16 here, between May 14th and May 15th. This is why the movie Knowing had May 15th. This is why the movie Knowing had May 15th, right? And what is that day? May 15th, 5/23. 5/23, that's your 7-day flipping warning. You don't know that unless you pass up the 2/22 date. This is the day. We know all the stealth bombers are in place. Everything's lined up. The market is extreme greed. They're going to go as long as they can, but they cannot go any longer. The flood began on 2/17. The flood began on 217. What is 13 days later? It's right here on May 28, 23. And when the hell is 23? 23 is exactly the date when Buddy Holly's plane crash occurred. Once again, it is precisely connected to Terminator. It's also precisely connected to the very day that September ends right there. September ends right here on what day? November 2nd. November 2nd. September Tishri ends right here on November 2nd. Tishri 30 and then Shezvan 1. All they're doing is they're using the Torah calendar, and we have to wait the 7-day warning from every day they gave us connected to October 26th. Once again, not the 26th, it's the 29th, November 2nd. After the 26th back then, I said, dude, watch November 2nd. November 2nd is hot, and the trumpet blew on that day. The trumpet blew. That is the flippin' day. And what is the moon phase on May 27th? The new moon. And what traditionally happens to scam coin during the moon phases? Traditionally, new moon, market tops. And this is why they even have the moon phase indicator on these charts. I didn't create this. Somebody actually figured out that scam coin goes up and down based on the moon phase. Look at the full moon. Look at the full moon. Scam coin goes straight up. The new moon, it goes down. See, it goes down. Full moon, it goes up. So 95% of the time, full moon up, new moon down. Almost every time. Look at this, new moon. So bottom line is the market tops on a new moon. And that's exactly why they have this phase. So we got to wait 7 days until the very, very new moon, exactly on May 27th. And exactly on May 27th, we got the new moon. Once again, if you don't look like looking at dates, then don't look, dude. Go look somewhere else. Go look at Fletched Heart. All right? So only day you can have is the day they gave you, which is this October 26th. And all they did, because they're a bunch of criminals, a bunch of degenerates, and they like to screw with us, the ones that can see, right? It's like, oh, it's not that day. Noah warned. Dude, Noah warned. So what day did he warn of? As in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the Son of Man. 2:17, 13 days later, May 27th and May 28th. More May 28th, right? Because you go to May 28th, what is that day? It's Fifth Third Bank, 5-3, right there. And what else is that day? 5, right? 5 plus 6 is 11. 11-3, the day the pandemic began. So, right here, May 27th, which is a Taco Tuesday, into May 28th, Wicked Wednesday. But it's going to be more terror by night, destruction by noonday. So sometime mid to late day on May 27th into 28th is Valentine's Day, Lupra, Kalia. Lupra, damn Kalia. The only date I had in May was May 20th, 222. It's your 7-day warning. You've been warned. You have been flipping warned. And since we all love Blondie so much, Blondie, the 22nd and then the 27th. The 22nd and the 27th. And what is that day? January 2nd, right? The 27th into the 27th. What month is January? January is month 5. 5-2-7 on our friend Blondie. When is New Year's Eve? New Year's Eve is exactly on May 20th. Right there, the 22nd, the last page of the Torah. All they're doing is giving us the 27th. Blondie, and it's a Tuesday, and it's the 27th, post flippin' history. And this is why Donnie Darko shows the dog with an axe through his head. Lupra Kali, and look at the trailer. Look at the trailer, 227, right there.
Okay, all right. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands